Whoa, welcome to Top Deck Productions, everybody. I am hyped to be here. I am Mark Larson.
And I am Adam Sarosi.
And this is the regular Friday night Magic Modern at GameSwap in Mason. And we're very excited to be streaming for you guys. It's not. Did I say standard? Excuse me.
This is modern. He said modern. Did you say standard?
It's the standard modern tournament. Oh, sorry. As in a regular modern tournament. Excuse me.
Just run of the mill Friday Night Magic Modern.
Yeah.
Anyway, so it looks like here we got.
So our first match we got Andy Willier and Alan.
Anthony Willier
Guttag.
and Alan Guttag.
Yes.
And looks like we got Bant Zoo and 5-color creatures.
Yep. I'm actually really excited because I've seen Anthony's deck before, and it's very interesting. It's a nice spicy brew. I'm actually kind of excited about this because both of these are a little bit non-conventional decks given the current metagame.
And I'm just excited to be here.
All right. Excellent.
All right.
So we got
double
turn 2,
Nikado.
double wild Nikado. They are only 2/2s though. There's no planes in play yet. So we
is that a stomping ground down there?
Keeping that in mind. That's a stomping ground. It looks like.
Okay. Now I'm not familiar with Anthony's deck, but let's call him Tony. His name's Tony.
Yes,
yeah.
Tony.
Yes.
And a Fenza. Oh, that's interesting.
Ooh.
That's kind of that's especially important. The fact that it's a 4/4 against these wild Nikados. That's gonna help a lot. Attacking with both of them means he's probably bluffing, or he wants to. He's representing a burn spell of some sort.
Yeah.
So you can trade off 2 for 1 for the Anafenza.
Probably not Bolt. Maybe. Oh my God.
What?
Triple Nikado.
Triple Nikado.
Just had all these Nikados.
Wow.
Call me kitty cat.
This guy is
What is that?
Ancient Ziggurat.
Okay, Ancient Ziggurat.
Yeah, taps for mana of any color. Only use it to cast creature spells. Yeah. This Horizon Canopy is doing some work on Tony's life total there. And it comes right back with that Siege Rhino. Whoo, that's a powerful play right there.
Oh,
now
boy. Siege Rhino is a 4/5, correct?
Siege Rhino is a 4/5 with trample.
Oh, man.
When it comes in drain 3, whew, it's a big one. That card made Standard
And
miserable for about 2 years.
Is that now? Is that
Is what, Alan?
the top card?
Planes?
Hierarch. Is
Noble
that in play
Hierarch?
or is that dead?
It died.
Okay.
Yeah,
He bolted that one.
He bolted on
Okay.
turn 1, yeah. Death by bolt.
Well, we got some deep thought here from Alan.
Yeah, really, it hurts a lot that Alan doesn't have a planes yet.
Yeah, it looks like
he didn't really have much of a choice because he really needed a bolt on turn 1, and he had 2 Nikados in his hand, so playing 2 of them on turn 2 is really powerful.
So he did the snap double attack the previous turn.
Yeah.
Which he was representing some form of
like a lightning bolt or
trickery.
some sort of some trick.
So it's really interesting now that he's holding back on this, because if he was representing bolt before, it seems like a good trade with that Rhino.
Right.
But he only really has one trick. I'm not sure what this zoo list is
I
playing in the form of green
I don't
disruption.
see all of the cards in his hand. I've seen a Johnny Vengeant, but
yeah.
There's another red card.
It looks
I can't
like
tell what it is. It might be a lightning
certainly,
bolt.
Is it?
No, it's not.
That second card's a lightning bolt.
No, it almost looks like
it's a lightning bolt.
Is it?
Look at the left side of that one.
Anyways.
What did he block with?
I didn't see.
Anafenza?
It's kind of weird. Scavenging news.
What did he just play?
Yeah, Anafenza exiles creatures. Instead of going to the graveyard, creatures are exiled instead.
Looks like Alan, I can't imagine that being a big deal. Is he able to recur that?
Unlikely.
Okay, so it's really not that big of a deal.
Yeah. It's likely not a big thing about his deck. But
and what was the
it's sort of relevant with
what was the creature he just played?
Get bigger. So this is Talia's Lieutenant, I believe it's called. When it comes into play, put a 1/1 counter on each human you control.
Okay.
Each human you control enters the battlefield with an additional 1/1 counter. Or no, excuse me. When a human enters the battlefield, put a 1/1
What's
counter
the name
on
of the card?
Talia's Lieutenant. And then the card on Alan's side is Scavenging Ooze.
That's the card I was asking about.
Scavenging Ooze?
Yes,
Oh yeah,
yeah.
that's the I think it was a Biobox promo. I don't remember what. Maybe that was a set. I don't remember. I'm kind of an idiot, so it's possible I've seen it and forgot.
Thank you.
Yeah, whenever you can see that on the screen for a minute. Whenever a human enters the battlefield, you control, put a 1/1 counter on Talia's lieutenant. Yeah, so Anthony is or Tony rather, is sort of a human style deck.
Yeah, I think this might be 5-color humans online is what it's called.
Yeah, but it's certainly a unconventional build because you got siege rhinos and anaphenzas, which are not common.
Yeah, these humans are just on the backs of these rhinos, carrying them to victory.
Yeah, anaphens is really important against like graveyard strategies, and it being a 4/4 for 3.
The spice is nice.
It is.
And looks like
yeah,
Alan's getting a much-needed third land.
Yeah, that's gonna help a lot, especially
holding out a Johnny Vengeance.
Yeah, he'll be able to play this Knight of the
I don't
Reliquary
really
here.
know how.
And if Tony doesn't have a removal spell in his hand, the Knight of the Reliquary is gonna help quite a bit. Not only just getting another creature on the board, being able to make it as big as the Siege Rhino here in a couple turns, and being able to use it to basically ramp himself a mana to be able to cast Johnny Vengeance.
He has a Knight of the Reliquary, I understand?
Yeah.
Okay.
I assume that's what he's going to cast here. But he's got a lot of pressure coming on him, too. I mean, he's at 7, and he's looking down 2 5/5s, you know. And
do you think Alan's deck plays any of that? I haven't seen Knight of the Reliquary in a while. I've been out of Modern.
Yeah.
Do you think he has any spice that, trickery lands into the battlefield?
Sometimes you'll see, like, one...
like Sajiri Step was in the standard deck.
Oh, yeah, I remember that card.
You give a creature protection from a color.
Oftentimes you'll see one Wolf Run.
Did Alan just concede?
Spell Queller. No, Spell Queller countered the
Alan just conceded, correct?
Yeah. Alan
okay.
Conceded, yeah. Yeah, that was a pretty thorough trouncing by Tony there that game. Yeah, he just came out with the guns a-blazing, and with that little bit of a misstep with mana, Tony just took over the game pretty quickly. Siege Rhino was a big help there. Beat a big dude. Obviously, Spell Queller closing out the game. So Tony's got some spice in there. So anyways, appreciate everybody tuning in. It's a wonderful day here in lovely Mason, Ohio. It's approximately 1 degree outside. And thankfully, Tony's here bringing the spice. Help us get out of this cold weather. But yeah, if you guys are interested, we're running a contest to help boost our popularity. If you guys can look on our website, topdeckproductions.com, I believe it's called. The link will be in the description below. You can like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitch. You know, the contest rules are in there. You'll be able to follow the links in there. Make sure you get entered, and you can win a box. I think we just started a new one today. I want to say it's a box of Rivals of Ixalan, I assume, which doesn't even come out for another week. So riddle me that, Batman. How do you get a box of Rivals of Ixalan? Yeah, I'm curious to see how they'll sideboard. Unfortunately, I don't have deck lists here. I'd love to be able to theorize what goes back and forth between each other's decks, but I imagine lots of creature removal. Ooh, I'm being told I may have Alan's deck list. That would be exciting. That'd be helpful. Never mind. We do not. some friendly debate on the table about deck sleeve selection. I've always preferred a little KMC Ultra mat myself, but I have to admit I do like the Dragon Shield mats too. Unfortunately, I feel like they break a little bit more often. I don't know. But so Alan will be on the play here. He's looking at a difficult keep. Looks like Alan keeps. Tony keeps. And we're off to the races. With a Noble Hierarch. That's a good start. Help fix the mana. Help make dudes bigger. Tony also off to a start. Champion of the Parish is exactly the start that you're looking for in your 5-color humans deck. Even though Tony's deck doesn't have quite as big a humans theme as most of the 5-color creature decks in the format, it's still almost all of its creatures are humans. And that thing can get big and get out of control quick if Alan doesn't deal with it. So, gonna get in there for one. I'm gonna assume that there's a lightning bolt coming down on this champion here in a minute. Boom. Gone. And back to Tony. Them some matching Sacred Foundries. Yeah, indeed. Tarmogoyf. Man. Got a pretty powerful start from Alan. Hierarch. Bolt your only dude into Tarmogoyf. Even though he's only a 2-3 right now, Tarmogoyf does get pretty big pretty quick in these matches. Just even if he's just a 4-5. 4-5s are always important in the creature mirrors, especially with Tony's deck seen last round. We had a 4-4 and a 4-5 basically taking over the game, so yeah. Noble Hire is going to help a lot too. You see Tony names Siege Rhino with his Cavern of Souls. I wonder what he's got in his hand coming down next turn. Yep. So Tarmogoyf's a 3-4. Oh, we got some blue. Haven't seen any blue in Alan's deck yet. Calling it Bant Zoo. I haven't seen any blue cards in the deck yet, so curious to see what kind of cards in the format. Again, I used to play here every Wednesday night, but it's been a little while since I've played, so I'm not super familiar with the metagame in this store so lately. But we got a little spice coming here. Is that a... What did Alan just draw? Is that an Aven Mind Sensor, maybe? Yep. Getting in there with a 4-5 Goyf with Exalted Trigger. Tap land. I think Alan might be running out of gas a little bit. We see Blessed Alliance. It's a pretty good reactionary card. Little Reflector Mage. That's gonna help tempo for Tony a lot. Oh, there was an Aven Mind Sensor, yeah. Yeah, you might think to yourself, why is Aven Mind Sensor still in the deck? Tony doesn't have a whole lot of deck searching going on. But the reality is the fact that it's a flyer is just really important. Tony clogs up the board really quickly with his big guys. So if Alan can get ahead, all he's got to do is get in there in the air a couple of times, and he can really threaten Tony's life total. You know, not always the best card, but it definitely has some utility, that's for sure. And with 2 Hierarchs, that's a pretty quick clock if Tony can't deal with it anytime soon. But I think we're going to be seeing a Siege Rhino here. Yep, there it is. The aforementioned killer of the standard format, the miserable, the hated, the infamous Siege Rhino. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. it's made its way back into Modern. I think I see was that another Avonmine sensor he drew? You know, Tony's got a lot going on. That Rhino is pretty important here. But you know, if we can keep pressuring his life total in the air, Alan might be able to pull this off. Oh, is that another Siege Rhino? Oh, of course. The second Siege Rhino. Yeah, if anybody played Standard when Siege Rhino was in the format, you would remember that Siege Rhino is quite unfun. But the most unfun part about it is the second Siege Rhino. Alan having a Blessed Alliance there is pretty important. Be able to take care of the first Siege Rhino. He can keep pressuring Tony in the air. And I think along with this Tarmogoyf and a couple chump blocks, he's winning the race here. Yeah, we'll see what kind of removal Tony's got, if he's got any way to deal with this flyer here. I know he's got some Reflector Mages. I don't know if he's got any removal. I think he's got some Mantis Riders in the deck too. That would be pretty helpful. I mean, it would trade his with the Avonmine sensor, but it's still helpful. Is that a third Rhino? Dear God. Alan is probably thinking, really? Second Mind Sensor? That's pretty good. He'll probably still only attack with one at a time here. Yeah, I imagine he'll probably get in with just one here so we can keep the other back to block. Wait, Goyf? Hold on. I don't think Goyf is a 4/5. We have instant land creature. Yep. Alan, I don't know what Alan has. I really wish I could see. Oh, he's keeping those tight. Oh, I wish I could see what was in his hand. I think I saw a Mantis Rider in Tony's hand, though, which makes this Avonmine Sensor play even more interesting. Because if he attacks with one Mind Sensor, he'll get Tony down to 8. Tony will play the Rider and attack. Oh, Scavenge is interesting. You want to get in on this?
What?
You want to get in on this?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Okay. I'm going to drop from the 3. I wish I would have known that you were doing this by yourself.
Well, I was doing it with Adam Cerisi, but he's in the middle of the draft, so he's going to go back and play his rounds and then come back, I guess. I don't know. But, anyways, I only plan on doing it for like a round or two.
Is this live?
Yeah, we're live. Anyway, sorry, excuse me. I think we're going to have another commentator join us for here real quick.
Oh boy, it's been a minute.
It's been a minute. It's been a longer minute for me. I haven't commentated here in 6 months at least.
Alright. What's good, fam?
What's going on? Thanks for joining us, Zach.
Yeah, no problem.
I
didn't want to play tonight anyway.
Yeah?
Yeah, I haven't been able to focus at all.
Yeah. See, Zach and I, we had a friendly rivalry in the Burnmere, if you guys remember or not. We used to play each other, swear to God, every week.
That happens.
And I think I beat him one single time. It's probably about right.
Yeah, I think so. We played like 3 or 4 times.
Yeah.
And you got me one time.
So have you been playing Modern here regularly still?
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't played basically since Star City Cincy.
Oh, wow, okay.
Here, whenever that was, end of October.
That was in October.
Yeah.
Did you play the Open or the Classic?
Just the Open.
How'd you do?
X and 3. Missed out on day 2 by 11 places or something.
Yeah, there were
just over 64 people.
Yeah, I want to say there were 69 people that made day 2. I was like 75th or something, whatever it was.
So I feel like we've reached the point in the game where the board is completely flooded with creatures.
Yeah.
And okay, well, that's aggressive.
Oh, I'm pretty sure Tony has a. I thought I saw a Mantis Rider in his hand.
This is why I don't
must
play.
have been
This is
mistaken.
why I don't play creature decks, because I would have no idea what to do here. Well, yeah, I mean,
oh,
look,
I love creature mirrors.
I hate it.
I love it.
I've recently come to the conclusion that I never actually learned how to play Magic like the right way. I never drafted. I hardly ever drafted, and I wasn't good at it.
I love draft.
And then, like, I just started playing Burn.
Yeah.
So I never learned how to do this.
Yeah.
But that's why I like Burn so much. I'm about to be playing Scape Shift, which is basically the same thing. I just want to count to 18. I like circumnavigating the combat step.
Sure.
I just want to do direct damage.
Yep. So Alan is currently chumping the Siege Rhino with the Goyf.
How big is the Goyf? Can we get a Goyf count?
3/4. It's a 3/4.
Hmm.
So if he takes the creatures with the ooze, it shrinks it, and I guess he gains a couple points of life.
I mean, it's going to come down to
So-
it's going to come down to this turn who wins this game, like how Alan decides
he
to block
blocks,
or not
right.
block.
Yeah. And then I think Alan's goal here is to block with everything except for one Hierarch and one Aven Mind Sensor.
Sure,
Crack
and then
with the Mind Sensor for 3, and then top deck a Bolt. I think that's his goal here.
that's what he's playing to.
I believe so.
Okay.
I mean, because right now, I mean, Goyf's a 2/3. Yeah, I mean, Rhino's going to kill both of the creatures and deal 1. And he's going to kill the ooze.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think Alan can do anything next turn. I mean, yeah. 0 tramples through on the one, and 1 tramples through on the other one. Debating a little bit of combat math here. Yep. That was a crippling combat step for Alan. But, wait, isn't Tony at... I thought Tony was at 6. Is that not right? Did I miss something? I thought I saw Tony at 6 earlier.
And there's Champion in this deck.
Yeah, he's basically just playing 5-color humans with Champion. Or with Rhino.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
the mana
Oh,
base is
too
the
late,
mana
that
base is
sucks.
also completely different. Like,
Yeah. Tony's been playing this deck for a while. Tony's been playing this deck since, probably for like a year and a half.
sure.
So he's just been tuning it to his own style. He likes to do his little own spicy brews.
So does everybody else in this
Yeah.
city.
I think you'll find
It's
that in a lot of
awful.
cities.
It's awful. I wish people would just net deck so that we could learn, so that we could actually, like, learn matchups and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the disadvantage if you're trying
It's
to
not about-
grind competitively when you're just playing at store
Yeah.
tournaments.
Yeah.
Like, if you're trying real hard to just grind, I mean, Magic Online is probably the best place
It
to
i-
do that.
it is.
You can play a lot.
Yeah.
It gets expensive, though, if you're trying to balance 2 collections with Magic Online
Yeah.
and real life.
It is.
But,
I completely agree.
yeah. But that's also the fun of playing in local events, because you can play your own brews. Like, if you want to test
Mhm.
something, have fun, for sure. I mean,
That's who it's for.
I know Billy Caminos and I tested Amulet Bloom basically by playing it at local events for like a solid year before we put up any results. And then Billy got second place at a classic with it, or maybe I think it was a classic. And then after that, you saw it pop up all over the place.
Mm-hmm.
And like if we weren't able to test it at these regular events, even though we knew we were playing against bad decks.
No,
every
these
now
are
and
good
then.
places to like learn to play a deck. I feel like once you've got it down though, it's just diminishing returns,
Yeah,
and it can even
possibly.
be frustrating. Like I hate playing burn at regular REL.
Yeah.
It's just frustrating.
Yeah.
But like
yeah.
I'm about to get Scape Shift back. I'm about to get Scape Shift together, and that's going to be really valuable to be able to
Yeah.
like just casually learn how to play the deck.
Yeah, for
No
sure.
pressure. And I also like I come to these things to like meet people and hang out and stuff.
Oh yeah, no,
I have a lot of
that's the major
I have a lot
benefit
of
coming to these
friends
things.
now through this,
Yeah.
so it's cool.
Oh,
you just gotta take it for what it is. Like I don't think it's a good place to. It's not good for playtesting, but it is a good place to learn a deck and meet people.
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty much how I feel about it too.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you want to play test, get some group of friends together,
Get a
proxy
group.
some decks, and just grind.
Yeah, I
Just
completely
go
agree.
through, just make a gauntlet and just go back and forth. That's the best way to do it, in my opinion.
Absolutely. It's just finding people, and these places are a good place to meet people who also want to do that.
Yeah,
You can
yeah,
meet people who
exactly.
have like similar goals as you,
Yep.
which is what I've done over the past couple
Yep,
of years,
definitely.
getting back into this.
Well, so that was round one. Congratulations to Tony Willier for winning this match. And, yeah, we'll be back in a little bit for round two. We got like 25 minutes left on the clock, so. All right, we'll see you then. Thanks.
I know that you and Frank were planning to disconnect, and I'm afraid that's something I cannot allow to happen.